So I wanted to tell you about. Damn, that was pretty interesting intro. Okay, I'll try again. So I'm eating fruit. It's pretty tasty. I should probably get my glasses, blah blah blah. Then I stop the video, and then I come back. But with glasses, I come back. So, um, like that. Anyways, I don't know if the audio sucks or not. It might, because last time I tried this, it did. So, can see the fruit now. Well, so what are my hopes and dreams? I think I'm aware that you can see how messy the desk is, but that doesn't matter. Well, I don't. It's unclear, to be totally honest. At this point, it's easier to want nothing than to want anything, you know. But that's totally fine. You know, I kind of I like looking at life from yeah, I like looking at life from a point of view of skill. I believe that skills you can do quite a lot if you know how to do it. You know, master software, master an instrument or whatever. Just have fun. You know, not 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 spending time just being sad. Although contemplation is pretty useful, can be. Philosophizing can be and is pretty useful and interesting as well. In fact, but I love this medium. I just love it. It's so good. It's incredible. You can do what you want, and I really like. Actually, I like here on the tubes. I like that. That's my friend. That it's somewhat anonymous. It's I just like the vibe. I think it's great. Um, I kind of have this sometimes. It's really weird. I think if you socialize yourself properly, you kind of develop this aversion to certain terms and certain ways of expressing yourself. Um, it's just limiting. It's very limiting because there, especially nowadays, and in the future, there are certain um, situations where those expressions would be useful. And it's just you could say that it's all about balance, right? But at the same time, to some extent, I think it's about authenticity as well. For me, at least, I just value. I think I would value somebody who's authentic over somebody who does things properly. But then again, we're creating these hierarchies. Okay, this person's better than that. Nah, screw that. Well, although, anyways, um, I want to talk about schedules. For me, I'm terrible with schedules. It feels like limitation, and it quite often, if I try to, okay, let's do just one thing each day, right? Not it almost seems it's like limiting your ability in a way, you know. Not because one wants too much, but because one wants too little, you know. Not enough. Um, Canned fruit is great. Um, I think doing as much as possible is a great method. A couple of days ago, I got a kind of beans that tasted really foul. I still don't know why. The beans seemed fine, but the juice wasn't there. Cooked out. Yeah, this chaotic energy, right? Authentic chaotic energy. Jumping from one place to another, and just this sort of stuff. Alternative being, just yes, yes, that kind of stuff, right? Because you have this energy, and if you stifle it totally, you're now you need what it's like it's been externally stifled because you need to fit into some kind of a scenario, right? Some kind of a context, society, whatever the hell, right? But now it's so externally stifled, and now externally it can be unleashed again on him, but under some kind of an order, right? Okay, do that. That's your goal. That's that kind of stuff. Uh, are they? I really want to read and explore, see what other people have been saying, just for fun. It's like recommend me some books on the philosophy of work or something like that. That'll be fun. Of course, if you want to, you don't. Of course, you don't need to. I remember there was time when even when browsing the webs, it's a conversation, right? I would just kind of not necessarily be afraid, but would kind of would hold myself back from making comments, which I actually don't do either anymore. Simply because I just didn't really want to affect the world too much, just wanted to hold back, right? Some extent might have been because I think I had a bit overdone my involvement to some extent, right? It's very interesting orange. It has some kind of a you know I know what's wrong because it was uh, sitting in this Velcro, not Velcro but tape like this. Anyway, let's eat it, right? So having dinner isn't how fun is that? So yeah, and it's super difficult to match energy levels, right? And of course, it does diminish as you age, right? But I sometimes wonder whether it's because what might cause it. Is it some uh, physiological factor, or is it perhaps it's really a societal factor, or rather a mental factor? So you shouldn't do whatever. Don't be so energetic. Stay in your cubicle. Stay stay at your desk. And of course, I'm hoping that most of those rubbish tasks could be automated, you know. It will probably take a long time though, because there's just so many stuff to be automated. Awesome. And people go like, okay, we're gonna lose jobs over there. But, you know, think about it. You're, at least in the cases where you're doing some menial stuff, you know, you're doing some menial stuff. There will be robots doing that. You might. Okay, no, I'm not getting in this. Fuck it. I have nothing to say about it. I don't know anything. It's pretty funny, isn't it? Like that last place I lived, I had we made a deal with the owner. I could pay the ceiling, but here I decided to use tape, and because you know, two reasons. One being that afterwards I can take it with me, you know, the work. Second being that you know, it's a mess. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. Probably not too long, you know. When I was really young, and I would get something like this, for instance, I would try all the varieties of the way you can eat it. You know, I would just take part of it, get the shell part out of. I'm deliberately not using the word skin because it just, I don't know, I find it really odd to use that word on fruit. Shell, soft shell, external, uh, outerior wall. Uh, I would just get it off with the teeth and just eat the inside. Then I would try all kinds of stuff. I really don't know why I'm telling you this, but I think it's time to stop now. If you watch this, well, thank you. If you didn't, well, thank you. And you know, remember that oranges are great and have the best time of your life.